Listen up, people. You want to hear about Trump? Looky what I just found. And with the way they're doing it here, there's no way he's getting out of any of it. I told y'all, the stormy starts with stormy. Trump's storm starts with stormy, and he never gets out of it. Truly. And here is one of the biggest parts of his life. Have a grand day, everybody. I love you all.
You're watching The Legal Breakdown. So, Glenn, we've got some huge legal news here. Trump has been found liable in the New York AG's civil suit against him. Can you explain what happened here?
Yeah, so in something of a surprise, because this case was about to go to trial, the presiding judge, Judge Arthur Engoron, just ruled in favor of Attorney General Tish James and the people of New York. He granted what's called summary judgment. Now, not to make this a crim law class, but basically, when there are no facts in dispute, there's nothing for a jury to decide. And based on all of the evidence, all of the legal motions that have been filed with the court says, you know what? As a matter of law, one party wins. There is nothing for a jury to decide. That's called summary judgment. Well, Judge Engoron just granted partial summary judgment in favor of New York attorney Tish James against Donald Trump. And what a blockbuster ruling Judge Engoron entered. Not to bury the lead, he basically ordered that all of Donald Trump's LLCs, limited liability corporations, basically all of the different businesses that are under the Trump Organization umbrella should be dissolved. He ordered them dissolved. So basically, today's ruling is the death knell for the Trump Organization. Donald Trump will no longer be able to do business in New York. Something else Judge Engoron did is he immediately ordered that all of Donald Trump's business certificates, think his license, his ability to do business in New York, they should all immediately be canceled. Not only his, but Don Jr.'s and Eric Trump's and Alan Weisselberg's and Jeff McConney's. So basically, the Trump Organization is defunct.
Okay, so a lot of questions here, but I guess the first one everyone's going to be wondering about, when can we expect to know what the money damages in this case are? Letitia James is seeking $250 million.
Yeah, so there may still be a trial to see how much in damages Trump and his sons and others will be ordered to pay. That is an open question, and that may still take some litigation. So it was only a partial summary judgment, and the trial, particularly on how much Donald Trump should be made to pay, may still continue. Or, Brian, I suspect, given the dramatic nature of today's ruling, it may be that the parties now sit down and negotiate some sort of a resolution, at least in as much as the money damages are concerned. But then again, maybe not. I do envision and imagine that Donald Trump will promptly file an appeal of today's summary judgment order by Judge Engoron. But if not, then they will proceed to trial, and we'll see how much money Donald Trump may be made to pay.
Now, you mentioned that this was set to go to trial just a few days from now. Don't Americans have the right to a trial as opposed to this being litigated just solely by a judge, even if the facts aren't in dispute?
In the context of a civil case, the answer is no. Now, in a criminal case, we, the people, are represented by the prosecutor, not in the legal sense, but it is the prosecutor who brings a case to vindicate the rights of the victim, to protect society, to deter others from violating the laws of either the state, if it's a state court prosecution, or the entire nation, if it's a federal prosecution. And we, the people, have certain rights. Now, they're not precisely like the rights of the